Day 2 of jury selection underway right now in the trial against the father of the Oxford High School shooter. James Crumbley is facing trial for the role he played in the murder of 4 high school students in 2021. His son, the shooter. Prosecutors say James is the one who bought his son the gun used that day and did not properly secure the firearm, along with ignoring troubling signs that his son exhibited at school and at home. He is charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, the same charges that his wife was convicted of in February. She is awaiting sentencing. Ven Johnson is the president of Ven Johnson Law and an expert trial attorney. Joining us now, he also represents many of the victims' families in this case. So you have a vested interest. Sir, thank you as always for being with us. Watching the trial for Jennifer Crumbley, she appeared callous at times and also seemed not to show much remorse as she took the stand. Do you believe James Crumbley will take the stand, and what do you expect his defense to be?
Well, he's got good lawyers. I think that if he's smart, he listens to those lawyers. And most criminal lawyers would tell you, Marni, I'm a civil lawyer, but most criminal lawyers would tell you not to put yourself up there because of all the other types of damning evidence that we saw come in through Jennifer Crumbley when she was up there. So if he's smart, he stays off the stand and listens to his counsel.
How critical will the evidence be that he bought the gun, that it wasn't properly secured? How does that play into the decisions of that day?
To me, it's everything. I think those are the biggest facts that they have. Other than that, they have a number of other very damning facts about how he wasn't paying attention. His son was seeking help and obviously having either delusions, hallucinations, or both, knowing full about it and doing nothing to get him mental health or other medical help. That's bad too, but the gun is obviously a huge thing, and not securing it. Any responsible gun owner knows it's your gun, not your son's, even though they both, Jennifer and Mr. Crumbley James, called it his gun, which is illegal, of course, if it were his gun. And they have to secure it and make sure it's not in his hands.
What is the emotional toll, then, on your clients to watch not 1, but 2, but 3 trials play out and reliving that tragic day?
Marni, it's really difficult to put that into words. It is like this ongoing repetitive torture, and the emotions go up and down, up and down. Obviously, they appreciate the efforts of the prosecution to hold these folks accountable. In our initial filings of our civil lawsuits, likewise, we filed our case initially against the Crumbleys as well because we wanted a full accounting of everybody that was at fault here. They certainly played a role, as did the school district and those at school. But in any event, it's a tough time for them. And just to go through, again, the highs and lows of the testimony and having to hear all the gory details it's virtually impossible. As a parent of 4 kids, I can't even imagine. I pray to God I never have to.
Yeah, me as well. They are part of a group of... Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.